Welcome to the Weekly Wind-Up with me, Helen Ashcroft, and my guest today is Tony Washington, who owns Taylor's Food Store in Honley. Hello Tony.
Hi.
And welcome to the show today.
Thank you.
Figures from Visa Europe have shown that Christmas 2015 was the second best year for consumer spending since 2008. However, while online spending figures rose 7.4%, high street figures fell by 0.1%. The high street lost out as many consumers turned their backs on traditional shopping, preferring to shop online. Now, this trend is actually set to continue, with online sales rising to 21.5% by 2018, with a prediction of the loss of approximately 27,500 stores being closed in town centres. We went out and asked the people of Huddersfield how they did their Christmas shopping.
I did a lot of shopping in Huddersfield Town Centre. I went to the Kingsgate and I got a lot of like gift sets and stuff for my niece and nephew from TK Maxx, and I did a bit of online shopping but not loads because I don't like doing that because you never know what you're getting for the post. I got a lot of Lego gift sets for the kids, and I got DVDs and stuff for my family.
A bit of both really, because I'm busy here working all the time. I tend to do a lot of online shopping for the main bits and the food shopping online. And then when it's all Christmassy, I like to come and sort of get the little bits of things. That Christmassy feeling, but not too stressful by running around shopping.
Predominantly online. I like Argos and Amazon. They're my two favourite stores. But I do like to pop into town during the day when I'm in work to pick up bits and bobs and Christmas decorations and things like that. Both. Predominantly online. The majority is done online. And really stick to known brands online. So I'll go to Argos, Amazon. I don't like eBay because there's a bit of an unknown there.
Well, I usually do it like a few days before Christmas. It sounds bad because I intend to spend more.
Didn't you just buy someone a Christmas present last week?
I should go out into like town centre and go to every shop, buy everything, and go home.
Yeah, same. It's just whenever I'm out and I see something, I'm like, okay, I'll get this for them. So it could be like in July that I get it. Or it could be, December 22nd.
So Tony, I understand Reggie Taylor actually set the shop up in 1957 in Honley, is that correct?
Yeah,
and you actually, what did you start doing there?
Gopher.
Really?
Yeah. Fetching, carrying, filling shelves.
Yeah.
Bottom level. I came more or less straight from school, all but a week.
Yeah.
My claim to fame is I was headhunted at 15, 16.
Really?
Yeah, I was in another shop in Honley at £6 a week, and I got £8 offered. And so I moved and never looked back since, obviously.
Wow. Yeah. Now, the shop that we're talking about is Taylor's Food Store.
Yes.
And that's up Meltham Road?
Yes.
At Honley?
Honley.
Yeah, so it stands quite alone in itself, doesn't it? And it's quite unique because, well, tell us what it stocks.
Well, the product range has changed over the years somewhat, from probably 2,000 or 3,000 lines to over 10,000 lines now.
Really?
Really. As I said, there's a lot more international cuisine over here now. We're a lot more cosmopolitan over here and different eating habits. And we've just moved with the times and tried to keep abreast and on top of it all. Yeah.
Why would you say your shop and the products that you sell is better than going to one of the big high street supermarkets?
Product range, certainly a lot to be said. The multiples, they rely a lot on this, what they call DPP, which is direct product profitability.
Yes.
So if something doesn't earn its place on a shelf, it goes.
Right.
And our tailors have a different approach in that if we think Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Smith wants the pickled camel's toenails for
Really?
then we'll stock them because that might encourage the rest of the shopping basket, up to £40, £50 sale, whatever. And we might not sell all the pack, we might actually waste some, but we've got a motto, which is if it's available, it's obtainable. And we've held that motto for 43 years.
So where can you see the store in 10 years' time, do you think?
If we keep progressing, we've never had a bad year since I took over in 23 years, so
Fabulous.
We've always shown a modest increase year on year in spite of all the competition. And if we keep... When I first took over the shop, I had two gentlemen that worked for blue chip companies, and their motto to me, or their advice to me, was don't change your winning formula and don't fight with the same tools as the multiples. And I've stuck to those firm principles, flexible policies, and if we stick to that motto or policy, then we should still be around in 10 years' time. I think the tide's turning now because people are coming back to local shops, yes, and farm shops and artisan shops.
Yes. So what effect do you think online shopping is having on the smaller independent retailers?
Oh, wow. I don't think it's having as much an effect on the smaller retailers like myself as it is on the larger multiples. So I think such as brown goods, white goods, electrical goods, yes, they're impacting quite a bit on independent retailers.
Yes.
But food-wise, I think, like you said right at the start, I think the prediction for the next 4 or 5 years is for it to certainly increase. My type of store, it doesn't lend itself to be affected by online purchasing. A lot of online purchasing, it's bulk items, it's repeat purchases, yes, pet foods, toiletries, yeah, and an older end that have more or less the same shopping basket, yes, week on week. It's costing the multiples a hell of a lot of money, this, so it's going to have to pay in the long run. We've combated that by introducing artisan suppliers, local suppliers, and emphasising just what trade there is local, yes, and what produce there is local. And like I said earlier, again, the advent of farm shops, good farm shops and good local independents that stick to the ground rules and put customers first, they'll survive. They'll combat this online shopping.
That's
they
good.
Might even get into it themselves and do the click and collect thing themselves, which isn't a bad thing, you know. I know of independents that do that already, yeah, so...
So you never know. That might be one of your things. Get your website sorted 10 years from now. People will be clicking and collecting.
Clicking and collecting. I might not be there to see it.
Oh, hope you are. Thank you ever so much for coming on the show today, Tony. Really enjoyed chatting with you and reminiscing as well.
Ditto. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Yeah. Thank you. Please remember that if you would like to comment on our discussion, you can contact us on Twitter at The Weekly Wind-Up, and also on Facebook, or you can email us at info@kirkleeslocaltv.com. Please look out for our next broadcast, which is available from Wednesday the 3rd of February, when we will be visiting the Marsden preparations for the in-bulk.
However large or small your business, attracting new customers requires dedication and a lot of patience. Just like fishing, but you also need the right gear. Rods,
reels, lines, hooks, sinkers, lures,
tackle box, tackle bag, net, bait, gas gloves, clothes, pocket knife, lunch.
Or you could simply advertise with KLTV. Online, grow your business and your clientele. KLTV, your vision made reality. Should have gone to KLTV.